Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us in today's section. Please confirm if you can hear my voice loud and clear. Also, if you can hear me, go ahead and introduce yourself in the comment section, your name, your location. Thank you so much. And also let us know if this is your first time joining Kingdom Knowledge Academy. Thank you so much, Pastor James from Ogun State. Please go ahead and introduce yourself. Go ahead and introduce yourself. We want to know your location, your name, and your location. We want to know your name and your location. Thank you. Please confirm if you can hear and if you can see me. Thanks. Okay. Please confirm if you can hear and if you can see me. Thank you so much for joining Kingdom Knowledge Academy. Pastor Ahmed, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. Pastor Oladimeji from Lagos. Thank you so much, sir. Man of God, thank you, sir, for joining me. Thank you. Please, can you turn on this light for us, please? Thank you so much for joining us. Joining us. It is always an honor to have you here every Mondays at 7 p.m. Please go ahead and introduce yourself. We're going to discuss a very interesting concept. Can you hear me loud and clear? Is the audio coming to you clear? Thank you so much. This is Kingdom Knowledge Academy. Thank you so much. My name is Prince Uluchibu. We are going to start in the next 2 minutes. Let's hope that more people will join us. Meanwhile, please ensure you have your questions. Any question you have, ensure you ask them in this section. This is what we do every Monday Wednesday and every Friday. We come here, we teach completely free of charge. Remember, we also have our paid program. Thank you so much, Evangelist Ifeyinwa Igwebuike from Lagos State. Thank you, ma. Thank you for joining us. So every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we have this live section to interact with you, to answer your question, and also to teach. If you go through our YouTube channel, you're going to see a lot of videos we have done in the past. We're going to start in the next 2 minutes. The next 2 minutes. Thank you so much. If this is your first time joining us, please let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know if this is your first time joining Kingdom Knowledge Academy. Please get the phone for me. Who is calling? Who is calling? We are going to, oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. Pastor Samuel, thank you so much. Pastor Samson, thank you. They said it's your first time joining us. It is such an honor to have you here. This is Kingdom Knowledge Academy, KKA. Remember, our Diploma in Digital Evangelism and Wealth Creation is, the next batch is coming up on the 4th of April, right? Is it April? 4th of May. 4th of May. And admission is currently ongoing. You can join us. You learn with us for 30 good days. For 30 good days, you learn with us. The batch that is currently ongoing started on the 9th of this month. All right, we're going to start. Once again, thank you so much for joining Kingdom Knowledge Academy. My name is Prince Oluchebu, and it's such an honor to have you here. I'm trying to position my camera very well, but I don't know. The camera is proving very stubborn. Okay. I think it's better now. So, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Prince Oluchebu, and this is Kingdom Knowledge Academy. Kingdom Knowledge Academy is an online school dedicated to ministers of the gospel, those who are directly tied to the pulpit. What we teach here is how you can use internet-enabled technologies, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, to spread the gospel, grow your ministry, and at the same time, make money or generate income from these platforms. I'm sure you have heard people who say they make money online. Not just that they say, you have actually seen them, especially content creators. You see them post a lot of screenshots showing how much they've earned and all of that. And you're wondering, how are they able to achieve all of this? You can also do the same thing. And those are the part of the things we teach here at Kingdom Knowledge Academy. Now, one of the reasons a lot of ministers, or if you watch the last video that was shared in our platform, in that video I said, digital evangelism. Please, if you're just coming in, introduce yourself, your name, your location. I want to properly recognize you. Digital evangelism, thank you so much, Apostle Paul from Nsukka. Digital evangelism is not just about posting on Facebook. Digital evangelism is not just about posting on Instagram, posting on YouTube. It's not just about writing your sermon and sharing it to all your contacts on WhatsApp. That is not really digital evangelism. It is part of it, but that is not all there is to digital evangelism. Because most times when we talk to pastors, they will tell us that what we are saying, what we are teaching, is what they have been doing. And I keep asking the question, if you have been doing it and you're not getting results, you're not getting the results you want, it just means one thing. If you have been doing it, Sorry, give me a moment. I need to see myself on screen. Let's go. Just give me a moment. I'm trying to look at my screen. Okay. Also, please make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube. So, digital evangelism is not just about posting. It's not just about creating videos and posting it on a platform. It is part of digital evangelism, but that is not all there is to digital evangelism. The core essence of digital evangelism is to reach out to the right people. Reach out to the right people. Build a community with those people and then disciple them. These are the three core essence of digital evangelism. Reach the right people, build a community with them, disciple them, and then grow. Reach the right people, build a community with them, and disciple them. It therefore means that you must gather these people first. You must gather them. You must gather them. So when you post on these platforms without achieving all of this, it means there is something wrong. Something is fundamentally wrong. Now, what is wrong may not be your message. What is wrong may not be your message, because sometimes when we talk about digital evangelism, some ministers think it is their message. No. I like to give this analogy. Imagine you have, as a minister, of course, imagine you have 5,000 friends on Facebook. This analogy can be applicable, or is applicable to all social media platforms. You have 5,000 friends on Facebook, but these 5,000 people, they are all Muslims. They are all Muslims. And what you do every morning is you come live, you preach the gospel, you talk about Jesus Christ, talk about salvation. But the people you have, they are Muslims. What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? Let's talk. I like my sections to be very interactive. What do you think will happen? You have 5,000 friends on Facebook. These 5,000 people, they are all Muslims. So when you make your post about God, about Christianity, about Jesus Christ, what do you think will happen? If they see your post, what do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think will happen? Reverend Matthew, thank you so much for joining us from Oyo State. Deacon Gabriel, thank you so much for joining from Abuja. Deacon, I will be in Abuja very soon. So what do you think will happen? You have 5,000 friends. We are trying to establish the fact that your message may not be the problem. The message you put out there may not be the problem. You have 5,000 friends. Every day, these 5,000 people are Apostle, welcome, sir. Apostle Dr. Andrew, welcome, sir. So, beautiful. Reverend Williams is saying, if you have 5,000 friends, and they are all Muslims, if you keep posting about Jesus Christ, talking about the Bible, even though when they see your message, according to Reverend is saying that they will share their own faith or stop being your friends. They will share their own message or stop being your friend. And that is true. They will stop being your friend not because your message is faulty, but they are not the audience for your message yet. They are not the audience for your message yet. In marketing, we say that 1,000 Frenchmen cannot be wrong. So when people see that a lot of people are following you, they tend to pay more attention to what you're doing. They tend to pay more attention to what you're doing compared to when they are the only person or the only people following you. If you have a lot of people, even people who are not Christians, people who are die-hard Muslims, they will want to begin to listen to you because they see that other people are listening to you. So popularity has a way of appealing to people. So the message sometimes is not the problem, it's the people. The people. Moreover, there is see finish in this business. There is see finish online. Your friend, if you make a post right now, right? You make a post on Facebook. Your neighbors may not want to share your post. But if Pastor Jerry Eze makes the same post, they'll be so eager to share your post, to share Pastor Jerry Eze's post. The reason is because popularity appeals. So most times we have a lot of friends, but they are not the type of people who can actually, at the beginning, help us to grow because of our familiarity. That's why we say the essence of evangelism, of digital evangelism, is to reach out to the right people. Reach out to the right people, build a community with them, and then disciple them. Apostle Sylvester, thank you so much for joining us. Reach out to the right people. Most of us, the people we have on our Facebook account as friends on Facebook, they are people from our primary school days, secondary school days, university, the clubs we belong to. Those people, they love you, but they may not be able to help you to grow because you're not yet popular. Once you are popular, they will always want to share it. I know the man of God, I know the pastor, I know the woman of God. But because you're not yet popular, you're definitely going to struggle to grow. So what you must do is to think in this manner. How do I reach out to more people? How do I reach out to more people? How do I reach out to more people? Every single day here at Kingdom Knowledge Academy, one of our goals is to ensure that a new person knows that we exist. We must constantly reach out to new people every single day. We have over 20,000 people in our community, yet we keep reaching out to new people because we know that the more people will see us, the more they are likely to know us. So you must always ask yourself, how can I reach out to people, new people, every single day? Every single day. Every single day. Every single day. How can I reach out to new people? Every day, somebody must know that you exist. Somebody should know that you exist. And then when you reach out to these people, you must ask yourself, how do I build a community with these people? How do I build a community with these people? How do I ensure that they become part of my community? My digital ambassadors. There are people here in the Kingdom Knowledge Academy who joined our paid program, and ever since they joined our program, they have become our own ambassadors. They bring their friends, they tell their friends. When we drop any post, they want to share it to their friends because they have experienced us. They are not part of our community. They've experienced our value. And I must say this. If you want to build a community, you must be seen as someone who is valuable. You must be seen as someone. Value is really not what you... Value is the people's perception, or let me not go there. So You must ask yourself, how do I become valuable to these people? Remember the analogy of the Muslims. You have 5,000 friends who are Muslims. You keep preaching the gospel. Even though they see your content, they may not reciprocate. For me, every content we put out there has a purpose, has an intent. You don't just post randomly. You must have an intention. So that once that intention is not met, you don't keep going. You stop, you pause and find out. I was talking to a prophet from Abuja, and he said that he has written a lot of books. So I asked him, okay, so have you made money from the book? He said no. I asked him again, how many persons have read your books? He said, just about a few persons in my church have bought the book. So I asked him again, so why do you keep writing? Why do you keep writing? You've written a book. The book has been read by just few persons, yet you keep writing. I thought the whole essence should be for you to maximize the one you have actually written. To maximize the one you have written. I'm saying this to say that when you do something and it's not working, the next thing for you is not to keep doing that thing. When you do something and it's not working, the next thing is not for you to keep doing that thing. The best thing, or if you ask me, I would say the wisest thing to do is to pause, stop, and find out why that thing is not working. For instance, you have been posting on Facebook. It is possible all of us are on Facebook. We've been posting on Facebook since the beginning of this year. In fact, one of the things I find very, very hard to, one of the things I struggle to understand when people do it is the idea of just posting on Facebook, on social media platforms, without an intention. Before posting, you must have a defined metrics to judge your progress. Like we keep telling our members, those who have joined our paid program, the Diploma in Digital Evangelism and Wealth Creation, one of the things we taught them is that you must be able to predict your growth. You must be able to predict your growth. So when you go on a platform like Facebook, where will you be in the next 6 months if you're active on this platform? If you're not able to predict your growth, it will be difficult for you to grow. Right now, here at Kingdom Knowledge Academy, we know that from now till July of this year, we already know the numbers of persons who are going to see our content, who are going to consume our message. And then we work with that mindset. So you don't go to a platform like Facebook just for posting sake. You should have an intention. Not an unconscious intention, but a conscious one. All of us will have an intention for being on Facebook. We want to grow. That's our intention. But that intention could be vague and unconscious. If you just say this is your intention without really writing it down. I said something that a lot of us are praying for opportunities we know deep down we are not qualified for. We are setting goals we know we cannot achieve. Because tell me, how do you set a goal to grow on Facebook without knowing what it will take for you to grow? How do you set a goal to buy an airplane when you don't have money to afford a bicycle? And you don't have a plan in motion to acquire the resources that can enable you acquire or buy the airplane. Many of us, we are setting goals. We don't have the capacity. You don't just say, I want to achieve this. Do you have the capacity, the requirement? For instance, if I say my goal is to become If I say my goal is to become the president of Nigeria, okay, let's not use Nigeria. Let's not use the president of Nigeria as a case study. If I say my goal is to become the chief justice of Nigeria, if I say that is my goal, I want to become the chief justice of Nigeria. Is that a good goal? Yes. But do I have the capacity right now to become that which I desire? No, I don't. Because before you can become the chief justice of Nigeria, there are certain requirements. If I say I want to work for somebody, I want to work in an oil and gas, and if I say I want to work in a bank or an oil and gas company, do I have the certification? Do I have the requirement, the knowledge to be able to work in that environment? So you don't just set a goal, you don't just tell yourself, I want to grow on Facebook. What is the metric to judge your growth? So that when you're not achieving it, you can easily look at the metric and say, okay, right now I'm not achieving it. So you don't keep doing. You stop. You pause to find out what is preventing me from achieving these goals. What is preventing me from achieving these goals? Please confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. Please drop your question. We are going to answer all your questions. Confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. Also, please subscribe to the channel so that whenever we drop a new video, subscribe to the channel so that whenever we're having our live sections, you will be notified. Remember, on Wednesday, we are hosting the class to show you practically how you can make at least 400,000 every single month as a minister of the gospel. On Wednesday, we are hosting that class. On Wednesday, 10 a.m., we are hosting that class. How can you, you have so much potential, ministers of the gospel. You have so much potential. You have so much. So we're going to talk about that on Wednesday, 10 a.m. On Wednesday, 10 a.m. Please subscribe to the channel. Meanwhile, remember that we have a paid program called Diploma in Digital Evangelism and Wealth Creation. It's a certification program. You learn for 30 days. You learn two things: digital evangelism and wealth creation, how to make money, how to earn money, how to generate income online without abandoning your ministry. And it comes with a certificate. At the end of the 30 days, you are given a certificate, a professional certificate at the end of the 30 days. So you learn, everything is in video format. All of these things we are going to be talking, we are going to show you in video format. You're going to see us do it so you can do it. Right? Everything is recorded so that even if you miss any of the sections, you can always come back. Even if you miss any of the sections, you can always come back and rewatch the entire section. You have access to the training videos for 1 full year. So 1 full year, you have access to the training videos. We have over 40 different videos. We have 8 modules with over 40 different videos. So we give you access to everything. You learn with us for 30 good days. If you are interested in joining that program, the next batch will start on the 4th of May. The 4th of May, you can go to our website, www.kkA.ng. I'm going to put it in the comment section, or you can check the WhatsApp. We're going to be dropping a lot of message in the WhatsApp group, kkA.ng. And we have a promo ongoing. If you want to take advantage of it, we have a promo ongoing. Go to the website, you're going to see the details. You're going to see amazing things that other ministers are doing. In fact, some of the people who joined this current batch, the batch just started. Some of them have written their books. They've begin to sell their books. There are a whole lot of things you're going to learn from that academy, this academy, Kingdom Knowledge Academy. Okay, so thank you so much for confirming that you can hear me loud and clear. On Wednesday, we're going to talk about how you can generate at least 450,000 naira every single month as a minister of the gospel. So, you must have an intention. You must have a metric for judging your growth. Don't just post on Facebook. It is possible you've been posting on Facebook. Just ask yourself, are you really achieving your goals? Are you really achieving your goals? I know we like to believe that perhaps if I keep doing it, or maybe we've listened to some people, they say just keep doing it, keep posting, people are listening. I don't live my life like that. I don't live my life like that. I like to predict my growth. If I'm going to do something, I want to know, where will I be in 30 days? Where will I be in 30 days? What will be the outcome for me? Social media has the capacity to revolutionize what you're doing as a minister. It has the capacity. Okay, for instance, in our 30 days program, we teach you a very simple strategy that can help you use Facebook to invite people within your area to attend your church service. How about that? You can use Facebook to invite people within your area to attend your church service. So instead of printing handbill, instead of printing flyer to go and be distributing to them, you can use Facebook to bring them together. We also have a strategy in place that can help you to get at least 300 new members within the next 30 to 90 days. Guaranteed. So with this, you can predict your growth. You know, if you're able to get 300 members within, let's say, 30 days, so if you continue with that method, it will just be for you 300 times 360. So you see that you can predict your growth. So I like to predict my growth, and that is what I encourage you to do. So before you post on Facebook, ask yourself these questions. Number one, now when I say Facebook, I'm referring to all other social media platforms. So I'm using Facebook as a collective term to reference. Before you post on any social media platform, ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? What do I want to achieve? Or in fact, before you go into any platform, right, you ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? When you find out what you want to achieve, you have to ask yourself again, which platform is best for this my goal? Because all platforms are not created equal. There is what we call platform culture. All platforms are not created equal. Some of you are not supposed to be on Facebook. Some of you are supposed to be on YouTube. Some of you are supposed to be on Instagram. But because you don't understand platform culture, you just jump on any platform. It doesn't work that way. You must ask yourself, what do I really want to achieve? Which platform has the culture to help me achieve this? Then when you are on that platform, you must ask yourself, how can I achieve this, my goal? And the only way you can achieve this, your goal, is by being active. So let's assume being active means posting content. Before you post your content, you must ask yourself, what do I want this content to achieve? What do I want these people who are going to read this content to think about me? What do I want to achieve with this content? Now, when you post the content, the next thing is to observe the content. Some of us will just post, and that is it. That's the end of it. No. Every content has 3 lifespan: the pre-content, the content, and the post-content. These are things we don't consider. The pre-content, the content, and the post-content. When you post your content, that is not all. That is not the end of it. You must also analyze the content. Something happened a couple of months back when I was very active on Facebook. I've been making posts, getting a lot of engagement, but I made one particular post, and everybody who read the post, well, not everybody, those who commented on the post, all they were saying is, my goodness, you are such a fantastic writer. It was a very lengthy post. We don't like to read lengthy posts, right? People have short attention span. It was a very lengthy post. So, but all the people that commented, they were saying, my goodness, this post is too long. At a point, I want to stop reading, but I could not. You have such an amazing writing style. You captured my attention. It was intriguing. That was all they were saying. So because I understand that every content has content and post, when I made that post, I had to go back, look at people's opinion, and then went back and analyzed the content. I really want to find out, what is it exactly that I said in this content that I've not been saying? What is it exactly? Because if these people love this content so much, there must be something I'm doing right. If they love this my message so much, there must be something I'm doing right. I mean, a very lengthy post. It should be up to maybe 3 pages. Very lengthy. They read it from beginning to the end. So every content has a pre-stage, a content stage, and then a post stage. You must always go back to analyze. Then when you analyze, you must always be asking yourself, has this content been able to achieve? Has this content been able to achieve the purpose, the goal I set out to achieve? That's why I told you, every content must have an intention, must have an aim. So that when you put it out there, you can always go back, look at it again. Have you been able to? You know, I keep saying this. Every content you put out there is an opportunity for you to convince a non-follower to follow you. Every content you put out there is an opportunity for you to convince a non-disciple to consider you. Every content you put out there is an opportunity for you to get someone who doesn't know you to like you. So you don't do this haphazardly. You have to be intentional about it. With this content, with this message, with this sermon I'm putting out there, will it make these people to see me as somebody worth following? Remember, these people already have people they have been following. So what you're simply telling them is for them to abandon the people they have been following to follow you. So for that to happen, we're not really abandoned, or for them to pause, because there will always be an opportunity for God. So because you're here, there are things you can't do. Okay? Because they are reading your content, there are other people's content they cannot read. So if they have people they have been reading from, what you're simply telling them is, stop reading from them right now to read from me. And for that to happen, your message has to be powerful. And there are frameworks. There are frameworks for you to follow. There are frameworks to make your message powerful. Now, you won't dilute your message. Christ must always be at the center of the message. But there are methodology. There are frameworks, there are blueprints to play around the message to suit them without diluting your message. Christ must always be at the center of your message. Please confirm if you can hear me loud and clear. And then if you have any question, you can ask before we begin. If you have any question, you can ask. If you have any question, you can ask. If you're joining us for the very first time, this is Kingdom Knowledge Academy. On Wednesday, we're going to talk about how you can make money. How you can make money legitimately using your smartphone. This is all you need. This is all you need. You don't need any sophisticated equipment. You don't need any sophisticated equipment. And I've said this before. No minister of the gospel has any reason to be broke in today's world. And I'm not using the word broke in a derogatory way. No minister has any reason, because you have everything it takes. You have everything it takes, and you don't need to learn a new skill. You don't need to learn a new skill. Going to learn a new skill is like taking you out of your natural environment. It's like taking you out of your natural environment. And when an organism is in its natural environment, that organism is bound to thrive almost effortlessly. But when you take the organism out of its natural environment, out of its natural habitat, that organism is bound to struggle. And if the organism does not return to its natural environment, the organism will definitely flounder, struggle, and possibly even give up the ghost while trying to survive. Okay, please let me know if you have any question. Ask your question in the comment section. I saw questions before. Let's have the questions again. Remember, this is Kingdom Knowledge Academy, KKA. Kingdom Knowledge Academy. Kingdom Knowledge Academy will never call you on phone to ask for any code. We will never do that. Okay? And we have our diploma in digital evangelism. It's a 30 days program. For 30 good days, you learn from us in video format. You see the buttons we are clicking. You see every single thing we are doing. And all the sections are recorded so that you can always revisit them, watch them at your own convenient time. Okay? So let me know if you have any question. I saw questions in the comment section before. Let me know if you have any question. So you can also call us on phone to ask questions about our program. Also, let me know if you're getting value in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. Thank you. Ask your questions. Okay. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Pastor Collins. He just summarized what I said. 3 lifespan, pre-content, content stage, and post-content. Every content must have an aim. Every content is an opportunity for a non-follower to follow you. God bless you, sir. That's exactly what I said. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. And that is it. If you work with this framework, you see that you become more intentional. You don't just put out anything. You become more intentional with your message. You know. So let me know if you have any question. Ask your question. I'm waiting. I saw some questions above before now. Go ahead and ask your question. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. Okay, ask your question. I'm waiting. Oh no. Okay, so somebody is asking if he needs a laptop. Yes, this video is recorded, so you can always rewatch it. The video is recorded. Also, you can join our programs using just your smartphone. You can learn with us using just your smartphone. Every section is recorded. Every section. Okay, somebody is asking, I want to get more clarity on the 3 lifespan. So what we are saying is, first of all, that your content should have an aim. There should be an intention before putting out a content. For instance, before putting out this video, we don't just do it because we want to host, because I want you to see my face. There's an intention. There's an intention. The intention is to build trust with you. That's one of the intentions. Now, you can have multiple intentions. Now, if I ask you to join our program, you may likely have some friction in paying us to join our program. But because you can see me right now, because you can hear my voice, you see that that friction will be lowered a little bit. You will no longer be 100% skeptical if this is real or not. Why? Because you'll see my face. So what is the intention of this program? What is the intention of this live section? To get you to trust us, to see that Kingdom Knowledge Academy is real. There's nothing shady. We're not doing anything shady here. That is the intention. That's one of the intentions. There are multiple intentions. You can have multiple intentions, but this is one of the intentions. Now, if you like this section, if you've gained value from this section, what do you think will happen next time when you see that we are hosting another live section? You would naturally want to join because you know you're going to get value. So you see, the intention The intention. Now, how will I know if our intention has been fulfilled? If next time we host another session and you join us, I know that, okay, this thing is working for us. But if I host another live section, if the academy decide to host another live section, and then nobody shows up, it means that the content we've been putting out is not valuable to the audience. They don't like it. Maybe we're not making sense. Okay? So your content should have an intention. So that while creating the content, you will have the intention. Dr. Miles Monroe said that when the purpose of a thing is not known, is it Dr. Miles Monroe? I think so. When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. When your content doesn't have a purpose, a conscious intention, abuse is inevitable. You just create content anyhow you want. Anyhow you want. But when you have an intention, even your words will be chosen carefully because you have an intention. An intention. What is the purpose of this your content? Remember, every content is an opportunity to get a non-followers to follow you. So you should ask yourself, if a non-follower sees my content, after going through my content, will the person feel obliged? Will the person feel happy to want to know more about me? Right now, if you listen to this live section, will you want to know more about Kingdom Knowledge Academy? If the answer is no, it means that our intention has been defeated. So the things we are saying, the things I'm saying right now, is to convince you to see Kingdom Knowledge Academy as a valuable brand, so that you want to know more. Okay, because of this section right now, some of you are going to register for our program. Because you're already thinking in your head, if this is valuable, if this is a free section and is this valuable, is this value packed? You can imagine how valuable the paid program will be. Meanwhile, in our paid program, we have a support group, so that if you're going through anything and you experience any difficulties, you can ask questions. You can even call us on phone. Right? So you see, we have an intention. Because of this program, because of this live session, some of you will join our paid program. Some of you will join. Of course, I will encourage all of us to join, because the program is value packed. You will learn a whole lot of things. If you practice, you will see results. Okay, so your content must have an intention, and then when you're writing the content, when I use the word content, I'm referring to your sermon, your videos, your preaching, and all of that. Think about it. When you preach, you don't just preach because you want to preach. There's an intention. It may not be a conscious one, but there's always an intention. So what we are saying is, instead of making it an unconscious one, they say, when you fail to make decision, people will decide for you. Or when you fail to make decision, you have already decided on something. If you choose not to make decision, by simply not choosing to make decision, you have actually made a decision. But the decision you have made without making a decision is an unconscious one, and because it's an unconscious one, you may not have control over it. But when you decide to choose, for instance, in an election season, you live in Nigeria, for instance. If you don't vote in an election, you've actually voted. If you don't vote, you've actually voted because you did not vote. Because since you did not vote, somebody has actually won the election. So instead of not making the conscious decision and then allowing the universe to choose something that may not favor you, why not just make a conscious decision? If you did not vote in an election, you've actually unconsciously voted, because whether you like it or not, somebody must occupy that position, and who that person will be will no longer be in your control because you fail to make that choice. Anyway, your content must have a purpose. So when you put in the content, the sermon, you must ask yourself, how do I achieve this purpose that I set out to achieve using this content? What are the things I need to say? How do I need to write it? What are the words I need to use? Are there actions I will want them to take? And then when you're done, you also go back and look at the content and ask yourself, has this content been able to achieve this aim? Okay, so that is for that. I don't know if that is clear. Let me look at other questions. Okay, so you can ask a question if you have more questions. Let me see. Okay, thank you so much, sir. I don't know if this is the right time for this question, but I'm unable to use my Telegram. If you're a registered member, if you have paid and you are not able to use your Telegram, please, we have provided you with a dedicated number. There's a dedicated support number. Just reach out to the number on WhatsApp and report the same issue. We have put in a team to ensure that you don't feel left out. So if you're having any difficulties with any of our programs, we have a dedicated team. I'm talking about anybody who has registered for our diploma in digital evangelism and wealth creation. We have a dedicated team. Reach out to the number on WhatsApp, the number you were given on WhatsApp. Reach out to the number. The number, they will respond to you, or ask a question in the support group. You have a support group. Okay? So, sir, if you are a registered member and you're having this issue, you have a support group. Ask the question in the support group and we will take care of it. Okay? That is for that. I want you to come again about monitoring my growth on Facebook and YouTube. So what we are saying is that have a goal, have a metrics. How do you measure your growth? When I say how do you measure your growth, I'm asking you what is your growth rate? For instance, how many followers do you want to have at the end of 90 days? If you want to have 100 or let's say 5,000 followers at the end of 90 days, all you need to do is to divide that 5,000 by 90 days. So each day you should be getting, let's say, 5 followers. So if the first day you make your post, you don't get 5 followers, the second day you make your post, it means you won't be able to achieve your goals. But once you divide it by 90 days, you make your post the first day, it now gives you an idea of how long it will take you to achieve your goal. Because of the goal we have set for Kingdom Knowledge Academy, we must do certain things in order to achieve it. Okay, so that is for that. I don't know if you have another question. All our programs can be, all our programs can be accessed using your mobile phone, right? Your mobile phone. So I'm going to end this section right now. Thank you so much for joining Kingdom Knowledge Academy. Remember, our diploma in digital evangelism and wealth creation program is ongoing. We are accepting registration. Registration has started for the next batch. Right now we have a promo. Once it enters next month, the price would go up again. The price will go up. So if you want to register, now is the best time. If you don't have the full money to pay, you can pay in parts. But you pay up before the program commences. The program will start on the 4th of May. If you don't have the full money, you can be paying 1,000 every single day or 5,000 every single week until you are able to clear up the bill before the start date. You must make sure you complete your payment before the start date. Okay, so thank you so much. You can don't forget, we will never call you on phone. We will never call you to ask you for any code. All our communications with you will be inside the WhatsApp group. Inside the WhatsApp group. So thank you so much for joining us and have a lovely day. I'm going to see you. How much do we register for the course and how do we register for the course? Yes, sir. You go to our website www. Let me see. I just dropped the link here. Just go to this site. Go to this website if you want to register. This is our website. Go to this website. You will see all the details about the program. You will see all the details about the program. Okay, visit our website. You'll see all the details about the program here. Go to the website, you will see all the details about the program. You're going to see amazing results from other ministers of the gospel who are doing excellently well after joining our program. Okay? You can always rewatch the section. You can rewatch the section. You can always rewatch the section. You can always rewatch this section. Okay, I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link in the comment section so you can always rewatch it. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Remember, we're going to do this again on Wednesday. We're going to do this on Wednesday. Okay. So I have dropped the link right now. This is it. Good. I've dropped the link. Okay, so thank you so much and have a lovely day ahead.